Hi, Tony. How
Hi,
you doing
how are you?
today?
Great to meet you. I'm
Yeah,
excited
yeah,
to be here in
yeah.
McAllen.
First of all, I want to say welcome to McAllen, Texas.
Thank you.
Um,
I get to see all the beautiful people, right?
of course, of course. What is your opinion about the valley right now?
Well, right now, I'm just amazed at the scenery. Like I said earlier, getting to meet all these young, wonderful, beautiful, talented women here in Glitz and Glamour today has kind of been more than overwhelming for me in a good way. So I'm just excited about always getting to see pictures from afar and how amazing all these young women look from the images that they send me from Glitz and Glamour. To actually be here today and get to see these young ladies in person has been more than exciting to me.
That's great. I wanted to say, first of all, that I'm a follower of you on
Oh,
Twitter
thanks.
and also on Facebook, and I'm very impressed. I know about your career, and I know that you have visited a lot of countries in the world. And of course, I'm very impressed, and I know so many fashion shows that you have done. Can you tell us a little bit, or on how is it to organize an event like those? I know you're the spot of it. Is it takes a lot of time to create one of those, and what is the process?
Oh, sure. Well, of course, I'm very fortunate to be able to work with a company that supports me really great. Our corporate is Monterey Bridals, and Tony Bowles is a division of Monterey Bridals. And with that, you get a lot of support and people that really are passionate about what they do for a living. And so it kind of makes the process kind of easy because everybody's contributing what they do best. So, I can't say that I do this solely alone or anything like that, but having people that travel with me and assistants and all my sales reps that, work with us across the country and then to work with people like Glitz and Glamour here in McAllen kind of makes it all culminate pretty easily on its own.
Actually, Glitz and Glamour, let me tell you, is one of the most exclusive stores here in the valley, and women like to come and buy in and out. I've seen it, and I'm amazed that they bring you over here to represent and show your collection.
Well, I've been wanting to come and visit their store for, at least the last 3 years. Unfortunately, my schedule is always very tight and pre-planned a year out in advance. So when my schedule did open up this past week, I was like, I knew it was the first thing on my list that I was going to be coming to Glitz and Glamour and get to meet you guys and see everyone in the valley. So who wouldn't want this opportunity?
Of
Yeah.
course. When it comes to runways, fashion shows, how do you select your models?
I'm really into picking young women up according to, I told the young ladies today that I'm about people feeling as passionate about selling and helping to promote my dresses as I am. I feel like if you want to model, I think that's great if you're loving to be in the entertainment industry. But if you're going to step into someone's arena that they've built their whole livelihood about that, and certainly a store like Glitz and Glamour that wants to promote young women, their customers and let their customers know that they're valuable to them, then I want to find somebody that's very passionate, not only beautiful, of course, but someone who's very passionate about giving back and the opportunity they're given as well.
Um, when it comes to design, do you prefer sketching or constructing?
There are things about both. It's kind of like an architect loving to build a building. There's a certain part of it that every architect, whether they want to admit it or not, they want to go into that building and see how that construction is going up. So I love actually making a dress, but at the same time, the actual inception of a dress is kind of fun. Sometimes I'll be on an airplane and maybe I might get a little bored and the
Get
plane ride's
inspired. You get inspired.
and I may meet someone, that personality may inspire me, or I may get to go to a charity event and see an art auction or something. So you never really know where it's going to come from, but most of the time getting to do events like this with Glitz and Glamour is a big inspiration to me. Getting to meet the customer and touch them and understand what they really want to wear is a lot of what I kind of focus on in creating dresses.
I'm very excited for you to be here personally because I wanted to meet you. And when I found out, I was like, I want to be there. I want to interview him. But let me tell you or ask you, what is your favorite color that you like to work with?
Oh, my favorite color, well, I have to say my birthstone, which is aquamarine. My office that I work in every day is actually the walls and the ceiling are blue.
Blue.
So,
I love blue
you're right,
too.
right. So, I don't know. And I have blue eyes. I don't know if that's it or what, but I love aquamarine.
Well, you look great.
Well, thank
And
you. I
it's an
appreciate
honor to be right next to you,
that. Oh,
standing right
thank
next to
you.
you.
Same here.
What do you think about Latina women?
Oh, well, God, what's not there to love, I've had a lot of different Latino women that have modeled for me. I think they bring their own kind of essence of style and energy. And I love that about that. So I always kind of embrace that. A lot of the young women that I hire that may have some sort of background, depending on whatever ethnicity it might be, I think they bring a certain level of energy from it. So
Latina women are beautiful,
right.
beautiful.
Well, that's a given. I mean, come on, I've seen 20 beautiful girls here today
We
alone.
just saw it.
And I'm kind of like in awe, actually. I hope in my next life I get to be half as pretty. So, yeah.
Tony, when did you realize you wanted to become a fashion designer?
I would say I probably back when I danced when I was in high school, and yes, definitely. My dance partner and I actually would not only help choreograph the routines and participate in the competitions myself with her, but a lot of times I would actually sit down with the seamstress or whatever and help like come up with the idea with it. So I'm sure that's something that was kind of always there. Even though I come from a very small background and my dad was a farmer, my father truly believed if you're even going to go to school, you're going to get up and make yourself presentable and love yourself and what you look like, and what you put on that day is going to represent what you are in front of those those teachers at high school. So I even have a bad habit when I get on an airplane, I make sure that I'm dressed. Yeah.
I really recommend for people to go to school, of course. But when you have a passion of like you, for example, that is into fashion, it's a dream. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's an inspiration for everybody, for women that it's aspiring to be a model. Of course, they look into designers like you.
Sure.
You know.
I mean, it's part of the team. A model is part of your team, and that model is just important to you as you probably are to their career. So it's like I said before, if someone is just as passionate and driven about wanting to be a model for Tony Bowls, I'm going to respect that and hopefully raise their career as well as they do mine. So it's a team effort, in my opinion.
Tony, I know that you have traveled around the world.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Where am I from? Well, you can't tell with this accent. I mean, I know I'm originally from Arkansas, but now I'm a resident of Miami Beach.
Wow.
Yeah, and I spend part-time in New York. That's right. I live right on. I do. I live right on South Beach. I totally do. But it's a great mix. Like I said, I was born and raised on the farm in Arkansas, and I still have a place in Arkansas. I love it there. It's a little slower pace. I say y'all a lot when I'm there, and then when I'm down in Miami, I do a lot of salsa dancing and enjoy all the energy. So I have like the best of both worlds.
Tony, what is your vision? What is your goal as a fashion designer? Do you have like in the future, what is your goal?
Oh gosh, this is not really a politically correct answer. It's going to sound like it, but I'm very much one of these people that I'm appreciative of yesterday, and I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow, but I live in the present, and the opportunity really, honestly, to be here today is what I'm living, kind of living that dream and being a part of that 1% that is kind of doing exactly what they hope to do. And I'm excited about that all the time. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much, Tony, for your time. It is a pleasure to have you here in the Valley. You're more than welcome. And I really want to thank Glitz and Glamours for giving us the opportunity to interview this personality. Big. It's a big name.
We love Glitz and
Yes,
Glamour,
Glitz
right?
and Glamour.